Good morning and welcome to St. Michael's University School Grade 11 and 12 closing ceremonies and graduation. This is where I would normally say, please join us for the singing of O Canada. I would like everybody to close their eyes for just 1 second and imagine yourself 8 minutes ago when all the staff and all the grads were patiently waiting outside for the bagpiper to begin. Close your eyes. That'll be the cue for the bagpiper to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2014. Please be seated. Good morning. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone to the closing ceremonies for St. Michael's University School. Please bear with me while I welcome some of our more far-flung guests today who have come great distances. This is a bit of a tradition and also a bit of a test. Bonjour, c'est un grand plaisir de vous souhaiter tous bienvenue ici à St. Michael's University School. Buenos días. Es mi placer tener a todos ustedes aquí en St. Michael's University School. Guten Tag. Es ist ein großes Vergnügen, Sie alle hier in St. Michael's University School zu willkommen. On funying ne de lai doli do tsamgun St. Michael's University School. Annyeonghaseyo. St. Michael's University School e wa cho so koma tsupnida. Ohayo gozaimasu. Honjitsu wa waza waza kokoni okoshi kudasari arigato gozaimasu. Zhao An, Qing Qian, Fei Chong, Huanying, Niman Dao, St. Michael's University School. These are some of the languages of the world and some of the languages of St. Michael's University School. Welcome, everyone. Today is a day when past and future meet, and it's a day when past and future divide. At our school, the past is very present. We have traditions, we have old buildings, we have chapel, Remembrance Day service, school uniform. The vision of the school's founders endures. Our mottos, mens sana in corpore sano, a healthy mind in a healthy body, and nil magnum nisi bonum, nothing is great unless it is good, are phrases that crop up when we discuss important issues. We try to preserve the things that don't change. We build buildings meant to last not decades, but centuries. And these buildings bear the names of people important in the school's history. A school is not about the past, though. It's about the future. We all know, that there is no easy path to any future destination, and circumstances can change in a moment. The most significant moment in recent memory that I can think of when things changed in a moment was September 11th, 2001. It had a deep impact on our school. We have American students in boarding, we have American families in our day community. I and my wife went to New York City 3 weeks after the event for our annual alumni gathering. I made a phone call to some of them beforehand saying, do you still want us to come? Is life on an even keel enough? And they said, yes, we'd love you to come. So we had a gathering in the Algonquin Hotel, which is a historic hotel in New York. And it was initially subdued, but gradually relaxed and became more convivial. One of the grads had just come from a memorial service. Another one, a student at New York University, had seen the two towers collapse. Their lives, though, resumed. And it's impressive how many of them, that small group, stay connected. One now works for the New York University in Abu Dhabi, and she stays in touch. Another student annually attends our lunch that we have in Washington, D.C. Another student has become our main convener of the New York reunion. As I said, lives resumed. We know, though, that the future is changeable and uncertain. At SMUS, we nevertheless have as one of our main purposes preparation for higher learning and for life. The preparation for higher learning you see before your eyes. These grads, their university choices, and their next steps recorded in your program. The preparation for life is not so palpable. Our preparation for life is not so much preparation for particular jobs or careers. It's so easy to get these things wrong, so hard to know what careers will exist in the future. The prediction is that today's grads won't have one career, but will probably have several mini careers. I think we have to be wary of calls for education to be too utilitarian. Knowing that uncertainty and sudden change are on the horizon, it is important that we at the school, with the parents and with the students themselves, to develop an inner compass, and also to develop the capacity to dream well, to envisage a future created out of the enduring ideas of excellence, passion and compassion, community, and the ability to sift out of all the information and misinformation that comes at us, the true and the good, the pursuit of truth and goodness. Based on these observations, it's clear to me that the future will bring both good and bad. But, grads, I believe your lives and the life of the school will be good. I believe passionately and compassionately that you, our graduates, will make the world a better place. And because of that, I can believe our school will make the world a better place. I'm going to illustrate this by taking you back to kindergarten. And I'm going to get some help from 4 of our lifers. Michael Rossi and Jenna Dillon and Nick Cunningham and Emma Donald are all lifers. That means that they started the school in kindergarten and they're graduating this year. In their first week of SMUS, they heard the story that I always tell, and they're going to help me with it. I tell it every year to the kids in the junior school. So here's the setting. The whole thing is my first meeting with the kids in the junior school, and the kids in kindergarten are brand new. And I try to tell them what the headmaster does, which is a challenge with any audience. I tell them that in school and life there are lots of good things, and then there are some tricky things. And often the headmaster spends his time on the most tricky things. And at this point, as I'm talking to them, I take my tie off. I'm not going to do that now. I brought one with me. This is one of my junior school ties that I wear when I go down to the junior school and do the crosswalk on Wednesdays. You'd have to have a close look at it to see what I mean. At any rate, it's not really a tie. What is it? Alligator. It's an alligator. That's right. The thing is that the trickiest things are the alligators that lie in the ditch, and we have to deal with them. And so I think you'll be able to hear me. So I lay my alligator down on the ground, and I lay myself down because I can't get past these alligators myself. And I asked for volunteers. Can I have some volunteers? So if you want to see a hunt, You want to see 160 out of 160 hands go up all at once when you ask for volunteers. You've got to go to an elementary school. So here I am, and I need help. Now, normally at this point, as I'm talking to the kids, I'm tying my tie. And the kindergarten kids who are right in the front row are absolutely mesmerized by the tying of the tie. They watch every movement of my hand, see the two ends flap around. It's like it's a new experience for them, which it probably is. At any rate, so it goes. These four were once in kindergarten and began their SMUS lessons. It comes full circle. We all have our strengths. Our deepest dreams inevitably require more than our individual strengths. But our own strengths, together with the strengths of others, will fulfill our dreams and make the world a better place. So our grads, each in your own way, will become a leader. A group of men and women who live and breathe these ideals are our teachers. I want to thank them for the job they do in bringing forth from these young men and women the great potential that is theirs. A few of them will not be with us next year. Gregor Clenz, head of modern languages, and his wife Sarah Beeston, teacher of business and Spanish, will be spending the year traveling the world with their family to return in September 2015. Serena Edwardson has filled several temporary positions teaching French for the past 3 years, and we wish her well in her next steps. Morgan McLeod has headed our drama program for the past 2 years and is now moving on to a new professional opportunity. Ray Casey is retiring after 9 years in our university counseling office, where she has forged memorable personal relationships with students, guiding them to fulfilling university and scholarship choices. Robert Common's dedication and exemplary expectations will be missed from both boarding and the English classroom. Robert is retiring after 14 years at the school. Also retiring is Greg Marchand. After an earlier stint of 6 years as an English teacher, Greg returned for his second coming in 2000 to become our colleague for the last 14 years, a dedicated period during which he was a thoughtful and respected English teacher, great advisor, and head of university counseling. Finally, we say farewell to Ken Smith, senior math teacher. Ken's kind, effective, and professional presence has warmed the school's halls for an impressive 38 years. Vivat, Ken. On behalf of the school, I want to thank these colleagues who are departing and those who are staying for their outstanding contribution. They create the excellence we pursue. Now, I would like to say to the grads a few things I say every year in some form. We who have taught you know that in doing so, we work in the service of something larger than we are, your future. You're now moving on to new adventures and new worlds. Rather than advice for you grads, I have only aspirations. I hope you feel a sense of liberation as you graduate. I hope your diploma has been earned at the expense of some trials, some bruises, some late nights, and some skinned knees. If so, it will really mean something. All the rules and guidelines of school are part of the great project of education, which is to free young people to be most fully themselves and to stay free. I hope you have learned to think for yourself, to speak for yourself, and to shape your world. In closing, I simply ask you to remember us who have taught you for the best that we have done. We will certainly remember you fondly and vividly for the best that you have done. Vivat. Thank you.
My name is Andy Rodford. I'm the director of the senior school, and it's my honor to host this celebration of the talents and accomplishments of some amazing young men and women. I'd first like to wish all the dads in the audience a happy Father's Day, and I'm delighted to welcome everyone back to the University of Victoria after a year away. And this is where the irony starts to kick in a little bit, given this morning. It's nice to be back in a familiar theater where we don't have to engineer NASA-inspired ceremony flow patterns like we did last year, and where you have the opportunity through the ceremony to watch and wave at your graduating son or daughter like you may have done at past junior school concerts, where for some reason you believe that they might be able to see you in a packed theater audience and with stage lights beaming into their eyes. So to get this part of the ceremony taken care of, I would ask, maybe we could just bring the lights up a little bit. I'd ask the grads and their parents to enjoy a few seconds of waving with every bit of proud conviction that you believe that you can actually see each other. As you may know, last year marked a modification to the academic advising system where we moved from a single grade advisor to a group of 4 remarkable educators who collectively guide and support our grade 10, 11, and 12 students through their course selections, their academic success planning, and their university applications. And that, of course, is just the tip of the iceberg of this important relationship between our students and these remarkable advisors. With this said, it's quite fitting for 2 of our 4 academic advisors to introduce each grade 11 student as they walk across the stage. For this portion of our ceremony, Ms. Alison McCallum and Ms. Ray Casey will share this privilege and will announce students alphabetically so that you can plan your photographs accordingly. Additionally, as students move across the stage to receive their records of achievements, Ms. McCallum and Ms. Casey will also highlight the recipients of our 2 grade 11 major awards. The Lifer Award for all-around students who demonstrate equal emphasis on scholarship, athletics, fine arts, leadership, and character, and the Alumni Award for grade 11 students who have shown exceptional leadership as per SMU's leadership pillars of respect, honesty, service, and courage. All of today's awards and their descriptions are found in the first few pages of your program. With this said, I'm now delighted to begin the grade 11 celebration by inviting Eva Grant and Nicholas Loughton to the podium to share some memories and insights from grade 11, followed by Ms. McCallum and Ms. Casey, who will recognize each member of this year's grade 11 class.
Hi, my name is Nick.
And I'm Eva.
And we'd like to take a minute to provide you with a quick wrap-up of our grade 11 year at SMU. As the grad class of 2015, we've had an amazing year full of opportunities to step up to the challenge of taking on a bigger role in the school community. We're going to take you through a quick recap of our year with a focus on service, academics, arts, and athletics. Over to you.
So we have a statistic about volunteering at SMU that was shared with us by our Community Service Coordinator, Ms. Parker. Since we've started using the service hours tracking system, students have recorded hours equivalent to over 12 years of volunteer work. Activities at the school included Hot Dog Wednesdays, Buddy Reading, the Free the Children Gala, Mount Ptolemy cleanups, and the 2014 Multiple Sclerosis Society Walk and fundraiser. There were also a plethora of international service trips being offered this year, of which many grade 11 students partook. On my particular trip to Nicaragua, we were able to see firsthand funds we raised actively improve local community centers and schools. We also had the pleasure of interacting with the local kids, leading arts and crafts activities, and learning about the hardships faced by people in the developing world. Another area in which grade 11s were heavily involved this year was Break the Cycle, a group which was responsible for two main events. One, the Youth Addressing Local Poverty Conference in November, of which Shane Koizen and Mark Kielberger were keynote speakers. Over 200 students and 30-plus local experts were engaging youth in poverty mitigation, identifying its causes and potential solutions for the challenge. Another activity was Construction, and this was a group of mostly grade 11 students who built a structure of over 2,600 cans, and those were donated to the Mustard Seed. It was a great deal of creativity, time, energy, and fun. One last area that grade 11 specifically oversee was the Victoria Foundation Vital Youth Program, and they distributed $2,500 worth of grants to local areas of need. In fact, one of our classmates spoke to over 150 people at Government House last month.
We were kept quite busy this year with our most difficult course load yet. Many students also chose to challenge themselves further by taking a university-level advanced placement course with an external exam in May. For us, this year was also the beginning of the Grad Transitions program, where we began looking forward to grade 12 and the rigorous university applications process ahead. Grade 11s also took part in many extracurricular activities, ranging from math and chemistry contests to Model UN conferences, excelling at all of them. We also had some amazing individual results this year, with one of our very own winning the Google Science Fair and appearing on an American national TV program for her invention of a flashlight powered by the heat of the human hand.
In arts, this spring, the SMU production of Spamalot debuted on the McPherson stage, full of madcap humor, entertaining chorus numbers, and heart-pounding musicals. We had grade 11s involved as actors, dancers, chorus members, set painters, costume designers, orchestra players, ushers, crew, and we had a grade 11 student playing the lead role of King Arthur. This year's Keep the Beat also featured musical performances and art auction pieces by grade 11 artists and musicians, all to raise funds for War Child Canada, an organization providing urgently needed humanitarian assistance to war-affected children. Our grade was also a regular contributor to the acoustic concerts that were organized by the Arts Council. And as part of a social issues unit in art class, students also went to see the Home is a Beautiful World theater production at the Belfry. This portrait of homelessness in the community of Victoria was our inspiration for creating homelessness-themed art pieces, many of which will hopefully be used in next year's AP Studio Art portfolios.
Lastly, athletics is a huge part of our school's spirit, as major athletic events really unite our school community. This year was particularly exciting for grade 11s, with our athletes now competing at the highest level on the senior teams. In first term, senior boys soccer had a thrilling Colonist Cup victory, while the girls' field hockey team captured the May Tully Shield and Island Championships and had a strong fourth place showing at provincials. The senior girls' volleyball won their city championship as well, and the cross-country team excelled. In second term, our senior girls' basketball had a strong season marked by a third-place finish at their ISA championships, while the senior boys had their best season in recent memory, winning 4 tournaments and finishing second at their provincial tournament. The squash team also had a strong season with excellent finishes in provincial and national level tournaments. In third term, our rowing crew took off for their national regatta, with grade 11s in boats capturing 2 gold and 1 bronze medal. The senior boys rugby team won their second straight boot game and finished 4th at their provincials. The badminton and track and field teams also had good showings at provincials, and fine seasons were had by golf, cricket, and senior girls soccer.
On a final note, we'd like to highlight again what a great school year we've had as a grade in all aspects. I'm filled with anticipation as to what next year will bring. We'd also like to wish a fond farewell to the students and faculty who will not be returning to SMU in the fall. We hope you really enjoyed your time here. For everyone else, see you next year.
Good morning. I'd like to invite Jose Fernandez, representative of the SMU Alumni the SMU Parents Auxiliary, to the stage to hand out the records of achievement for grade 11s, along with Mr. David Angus, Chair of the Board of Governors. We're going to be calling the students up in groups of about 25 to line up across the stage, and we'll ask that you hold your applause until the stage is full. We'll finish a group, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay. I'll begin with Joseph Avio Pegler. Rachel Benjamin. Timothy Bernson. Emily Berry. Samantha Bieberdorf. Vlad Bobrovnik. Amy Bodine. Rebecca Bosworth. Rebecca is a recipient of the Alumni Award. Matthew Bouchard. Jamie Boyle. Jamie is a recipient of the Alumni Award. Casey Boyle. Casey is a recipient of the Lifer Award. Riley Boyle. Riley is a recipient of the Lifer Award. Sophie Butterfield. Lisette Cabrera. Lauren Kai. Anna Carzo. Alexander Caton. Angus Cato. Liam Cato. Michelangelo Cernukin. William Chen. Natalie Cherry. Jane Chu. Emily Choi. And the last one in this group, Keely Copeland. Ryan Cui. David Cunningham. Sean Deakins. Avnashi Dillon. Mike Edwards. Sophie George. Jansen Gibbs. Harrison Giles. Pedro Godoy. Ava Grant. Ava is a recipient of the Alumni Award. Kobe Graywell. Renee Guan. Uma Halea. Aline Halliday. Khadija Hamawa. Stella Hahn. Megan Harrison. Liam Hayden. Caius Hicks. Erlia He. Nathan High. Shelby Hoogland. Emily Hooton. And the last in our second group of grade 11s is Alice Hua. Graeme Hyde-Lay. Graeme is a recipient of the Lifer Award. Kara Jebink. Brian Im. No, sorry. Sherlock G. Emily Jordan. Jiwoo Kang. Athena Cairns. Cindy Kim. Cindy is a recipient of the Alumni Award. Anthony Kinahan. Michael Kingsley Nina. Colin Knightley. Siri Knutson. Jose Luis Curry Rodriguez. Prey Latamatas. Christopher Lee. David Lee. Kiki Lee. Marco Lee. Sarah Lee. Triton Laluski. Gabby Leon. Matthew Young. Sean Lee. And the last in this group is Roland Liao Brère.
Good morning, I'm Ray Casey, and I'll be introducing the rest of the grade 11 class. Catherine Lynn. Kenny Liu. Emma Lawton. Nicholas Lawton. Nicholas is also a recipient of the Alumni Award. Sarah Lawton. Anne Makasinski. Flora Manson-Blair. Tatiana Matrick. Gavin Maxwell. Aidan McCleary. Emmy McLeister. Maddie McCall. Callum Montgomery. Elizabeth Morton. Alex Nestilalova. Mitchell Newman. Grant Nicholson. Diego Oliveras. Rachel Olson. Leo O. Yang. And Tessa Owens. And that's the end of this group. Song Panvishian. Paroshni Pather. Douglas Peerless. Sam Platt. Max Pollen. Jesse Q. Sophia Sampson. Nick Schultz. Jason Scully. Jennifer Shan. Abdul Rahim Shakoya. Kenny Shakoya. Christina Sipos. Leif Skoglund. Carson Smith. Michelle Song. Owen Soodle. Amita Simons-Yu. Kyle Tang. John Throne. Tiffany Chien. Dylan Tong. And that's the end of my second group. Justin Say. Mackenzie Valentine. Luz Villagomez, sorry. Anderson Wang. Edward Wang. Acacia Wellsford. Acacia is a recipient of the Lifer Award. Claudia Wheeler. Benedict Wilkie. Beta Wilbordese. Isabel Williams. Jake Wilmot. Tegan Wilson. Colleen Wong. Christopher Wu. Yvonne Wu. Harrison Zhu. Rain Yang. Anton Yao. Max Young. Queenie Zhang. Zishu Zheng. And last but not least, Kiko Zhu.
As we move toward the grade 12 portion of today's ceremonies, I'm delighted to ask this year's head boy David Barodo and head girl Calcadana Mari to come forward to be thanked by next year's incoming head girl and head boy of the class of 2015, Cindy Kim and Graeme Hyde-Lay.
Hello everyone, my name is Cindy.
And I'm Graeme. On behalf of everyone at SMU, we'd just like to thank these two very amazing people here beside us. David and Calcadan lived up to their titles to lead everyone at SMU to where we wanted to be. They both had amazing qualities and energy to share with the rest of the school, and we had an awesome year thanks to their hard work. We wish you guys the best of luck in the future, and thank you guys so much. There you go.
Last year, I remember when Cal and I were up here saying goodbye to the graduating class of 2013. Now it's our turn to graduate. But before we go, we'd like to wish Graeme and Cindy the best of luck as head boy and head girl next year.
In class of 2014, I would talk about how fabulous you are, but we have some really awesome valedictorians who are going to be doing that later on. But I would like to thank the staff, student body, and entire SMU community for allowing us the opportunity to be your heads of school. It's been such an incredible learning experience for both of us, and we couldn't have done it without your support. Thank you very much.
And as much as Graeme and I are excited, we actually had no idea what we got ourselves into when we were elected. But David and Cal, as well as everyone at SMU, gave us a lot of encouragements and advice, and now we think it's time for us to, I think we're ready to take the lead. We're so excited to work with all of you, awesome grad class, and we love you guys all so much. Thanks.
Thank you. So now we will enjoy a musical interlude of John Rutter's The Music's Always There Within You, performed by our Collegium Musicum, led by Mr. Peter Butterfield and accompanied on the piano by Colleen Wong.
Music's always there in your heart.
Bravo. It's a pleasure to open the grade 12 portion of our graduation ceremony, where we will celebrate the accomplishments of each graduating student, along with presenting all of the major awards. Once again, the description of all the major awards can be found in the opening pages of your program, and each recipient of a major award will be announced by their respective academic advisor during the presentation of their graduation tribute and as they cross the stage to receive their diploma. The Headmaster's Awards will also be awarded in the same fashion, and in keeping with past years, we will reference these awards using the Virtues Project, a worldwide initiative which serves humanity by supporting the moral and spiritual development of all people. With a heartfelt appreciation to Doreen Metcalf, a cherished faculty member who passed away this spring, the Virtues Project is embedded in the curriculum of our junior school, and it seems appropriate to bring what the Virtues Project refers to as gifts of character full circle, recognizing the Headmaster Award winners who have made special contributions to the life of the school. Just before we begin, I would like to pass along a few thoughts to the graduating class. It seems like yesterday when you were settling into grade 12, and now, just like that, another school year has gone by. Despite this feeling of speed that has brought us to this ceremony, we certainly know that there were days for many of you and us when deadlines were looming, challenges faced us, and we felt almost like time had come to a standstill. In fact, I can remember a few specifically challenging times for me this year when a meeting started at 9 a.m. and then after 45 grueling minutes later, it was 9:04. Without challenges, though, where would we be? We would likely just be doing the same things day after day. We wouldn't grow as individuals. Nothing would move forward. Inventions, even like no battery flashlights, wouldn't be invented. And I'd probably still be living at home with my parents, who are actually watching this live stream this morning, probably still with fingers crossed that that won't happen. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. In fact, Winston Churchill once said that success was simply the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. In the end, challenges are supposed to help you discover who you are and to take you to the next level that you may have believed was unreachable. Whether in sports, arts, music, working on a project, figuring out a new concept, or most often in our relationships, a challenge can sometimes make you think that there's little hope. However, when you put your mind to it, remove your reservations, take a bit of risk, and are confident that those around you will always prop you up, when the challenges are finally overcome, a fantastic feeling of accomplishment creates the energy and drive you need to move to the next level and beyond. With challenges behind you, what's produced is confidence. And ladies and gentlemen, what you will see and hear about today is a group of outstanding graduates who are bursting at the seams with confidence. To the grads, there's an old climbing saying that there are many paths up a mountain, but only one view from the peak. And that's where you are today. You have climbed the SMU mountain, and together you stand at the summit, so enjoy the view this morning. Quite literally, actually. There were several students who asked me in the last few weeks if I would miss them when they leave after graduating, to which I offered my standard response of, "How can I miss you if you don't go away?" However, each time I went on to say how bittersweet graduation is for me and my colleagues when it comes to anticipating these young adults leaving us and launching into their new directions. But we couldn't be more thrilled for all of you. After today, your paths will part, and there will be new challenges for all of you as you climb the next mountain. As always, I hope that you'll remember to be careful how you step, and if you do find yourself in need of some support or a helping hand, I can assure you that your friends from SMU will always be there. You are individually and collectively a talented, capable group whose contributions to the world we wait eagerly to observe. In the meantime, we know that you'll go forward and you'll make SMU, your families, and most importantly, yourselves very proud. Thank you. Now I'm very delighted to begin the celebration of our graduates by inviting Alison McCallum to the podium to recognize her group of this year's graduating class.
I'd like to ask Mr. David Angus and Mr. Bob Snowden to present the records of achievement, the graduation diplomas and awards, and I invite Peter Gardner and Daniel Topless to welcome each of the graduates into the Alumni Association as they cross the stage. There she is. Okay, let's begin. Calcadan Amari. Calcadan hails from Seattle, Washington, and has immersed herself fully in the life of the school as a versatile and gifted athlete, accomplished musician, confident performer, social justice advocate, outdoor leader, and our head girl. A young woman who walks the talk of her strong faith, she's provided leadership to the chapel team and teens growing in faith. Next year, she heads off to Kalamazoo College in Michigan to study environmental sciences. As a builder of bridges and treating all with dignity and respect, Calcadan is being recognized today as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Shalise Barnes. This self-confessed yoga fanatic and adventure seeker is off to the American University of Paris next year to study history, law, and society. Shalise is a deeply caring, genuine young woman whose strong sense of social justice has her looking forward to a career in law. Her friends describe her as a free spirit, independent and strong. We describe her as a young woman of incredible integrity and compassion and look forward to hearing of her many adventures in life. Matthew Bryan. Matthew's been with us for 1 year, coming from the Northwest Territories for grade 12. He embraced boarding life and new experiences by participating in the fall rowing program as part of a bigger plan to increase his strength and athletic abilities in order to perform better in the sport he is most passionate about, basketball. Next year, he intends to study humanities at the University of Victoria in the hopes of becoming a journalist. Levine Fan. Levine came to us from Beijing via Kelowna and became immersed in the Business Club, Entrepreneur Club, and International Council. An accomplished academic, she's excelled in math, the sciences, social sciences, and humanities. She shared her beautiful voice in chapel with us during Chinese New Year celebrations, and she's volunteered with the Breakfast Club. She's forged strong friendships with her sisters in Simon's House. She is planning to attend the University of Toronto next year to study management in the co-op program. Ana Maria Fernandez Gradizo. Ana Maria came to us from Mexico in grade 10 and has impressed us with her outstanding academic achievements and gentle, gracious nature. A gifted visual artist, she's passionate about all aspects of art and spends much of her time pursuing this passion. She considers her participation in the senior school art exhibit, on the service council, and on out trips as highlights of her time at SMU. As well, she's been a pillar in her homeroom group, contributing with generosity to service projects. Next year, Ana Maria heads to UBC in the Faculty of Arts. Jennifer Hawes. Jenny has blossomed into a confident young person who has a passion and talent for the performing arts, as evident in her singing, dancing, and acting in musicals and sharing her talents in the recitation finals 4 years running. Jenny provided strong leadership as one of 2 Service Council prefects this year, the culmination of 4 years of active involvement. Generous and thoughtful, she's also contributed much to the spiritual growth of her peers through her participation in chapel team and teens growing in faith. Next year, Jenny will be pursuing her passion at the Canadian College of Performing Arts in Victoria. As a result of her commitment to service, Jenny is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Celine Kehoe-Doring. Celine has been a vibrant part of the SMUS community since grade 4. An amazing outdoor leader, a fine musician, a bio-whiz, a musical theater star, a faithful member of the chapel team, and a proud den kid, there is little that Celine has left undone. This is a huge heart in a small package. Celine will be attending UVic in the fall. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of reliability, joyfulness, and compassion, Celine is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Lydia Kenzie. Lydia's 3 years here have been typified by her infectious enthusiasm and seemingly unending positivity. She's been a devoted member of the chapel team. Her academic fervor has been ever present, earning her a place on the honor roll each year. She's pushed herself as an athlete and a fine field hockey player, and this year the school got to enjoy her foray into the theatre with an over-the-top performance as Mrs. Galahad in Spamalot. Next year, Lydia will be staying close to home, attending UVic in the fall. Lydia is being recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl for her kindness and commitment to our community as a whole. Angel Lin. Angel came to us from Taiwan, and she can't quite believe that her 4 years at the school have flown by so quickly. Among the many highlights while at school, Angel has enjoyed her time in boarding, making friends with many of her international community. She involved herself with the school business club, field hockey, Free the Children, and International Council. But it's her time as a scorekeeper that will remain as one of her best memory-making experiences. Next year, she plans to head off to the University of Toronto, where she will study management and economics in the co-op program. Sophia Liu. Sophia hails from Taiwan originally and has participated in a wide range of activities during her 4-year career at SMU. An accomplished musician, she's made a significant contribution to the clarinet section of the concert band. She's been a faithful member of the Knitting Club for 4 years and has an active participant in both the Jap Business Club and International Council. Her passion for Japanese is tangible, and next year she'll be studying business management at Waseda University in Tokyo. Paris Lowe. Paris's natural leadership skills have been evident in her involvement in, this is a long list, the 30-Hour Famine, the Global Responsibility Young Leaders Conference, the Service Council, the Prefect Council, and as head of Timmis House. Paris has also contributed much to the success of the girls' volleyball team and readily shares her gift of singing with the school community. She will take her joyful nature to the University of San Diego this fall, where she will start her studies in sociology. Paris has built bridges across our community and across age groups, and with that has forged strong friendships. Paris is recognized as the recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award. Sean MacArthur. Sean has been helping to make SMUS a better place since he was in grade 6. He's been a stalwart contributor to all aspects of school life, from academics to arts to athletics. He holds fond and faint memories of having to play rugby at some point. Always up for a good-natured debate, he's an affable guy with a penchant for power tools. Sean will be attending UVic in the fall with the goal of going on to law school. Brendan Marnie. Brendan started at SMUS in grade 10 and has been fully engaged here ever since. On top of maintaining a steady job outside of school, he's been a valued member of outdoor leadership, Reach for the Top, rowing, and soccer. A published poet and an all-round great guy who brings humor to every class, Brendan is off to Western University to study chemical engineering next year. Alicia Mertland. Ali is a soccer star moving on to play for UBC in the fall. She's been a sister to hundreds of other girls and has helped to shape and define our community for over a decade. A member of Student Council and Break the Cycle, a leader for the 30-Hour Famine and Walk for Water, a head organizer of Youth Addressing Poverty, and head of Free the Children, Ali is an example to all for her commitment to service at our school. As a result of her service work, she is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Natasha Muanguzi. Tasha joined the senior school in grade 9, casting a glowing grin that made all others dim in comparison. Tasha spread her positivity not only through Timmis House, but across the campus with her deep involvement in International Council, Student Council, Friends of Mango, and Chapel Team. Tasha leaves behind her a rainbow of smiles as she heads to the University of Toronto, Scarborough in the fall. Kai Newman. Fantastically friendly, wonderfully warm, and confusingly calm at all times, Kai may well be a Zen master. He's always up for a level-headed but heated debate. Kai has been hugely involved in the school, trying his hand at so many different aspects of our community, including 3 years of musical theatre that was topped off by a hilarious turn as Sir Bedivere and the Black Knight in this year's production of Spamalot. Kai will be attending University of Victoria in the fall. Brila Pym. Coming to a new school for grade 12 is not an easy feat, but Brila immersed herself into life at SMUS in her pleasant and positive way. A key organizer of our homeroom breakfast club, she made it a priority to create a welcoming and inclusive environment. Some of her fondest memories of being here involve the fun banter with her Simon sisters and house parents. Known for her easy rapport and positive attitude, Brila is a natural fit to study psychology at the University of Victoria this fall. Erin Ross. Since her arrival, Erin has been a member of the Service Council and thrown herself into numerous service initiatives, from Free the Children to Break the Cycle to Walk for Water to Amnesty International. With a coffee cup in hand made from her fine espresso machine, this master crepe maker has been adding her own personal flair to the school in Winslow House since her grade 9 year. Recently, she led the house in a boarding brunch, raising almost $1,000 for schoolgirls in Malawi. Erin now sets off on a new adventure at the University of Toronto St. George campus next year. Matthew Rudd. Matt has juggled a considerable ice hockey commitment with participation in basketball and rugby teams, where he left his mark as a talented player. His sartorial contribution to school life was his attempt to bring back the mullet. Fashion trend-setting aside for the moment, he will be heading to Simon Fraser University this fall to study criminology and play on their varsity basketball team. Isabel Simons. Isabel came to SMUS in grade 6 and is a bright and intuitive academic. Her experience studying Quebec last year provided her with an amazing opportunity to be immersed in French-Canadian culture, where she was able to hone her French language skills. This year, she's participated in the Arts Council and has learned to create pieces with yarn and needles in the knitting club. She will pursue post-secondary studies at the University of Victoria this fall. Punyanit Siripun. Since her arrival in grade 9, Pun has been a vital part of Tima's house. Proud boarding memories of house games and baking for her Tima's sisters will remain defining moments of her time here. But she's also been a vital part of the greater school community, a 4-year member of the business club, an active member of the International Council Link Leader, and of course a dedicated member of the stage crew for 4 senior school musicals. Pun, a bundle of light from Bangkok, Thailand, heads to Montreal in the fall to attend McGill University, where she will study food science. Shania Sorensen. The green grass of SMUS will seem a little less bright without Shania setting it on fire, either as a stellar soccer player or a goalie extraordinaire for the field hockey teams. But her dedication to all things field hockey went above and beyond. Not only did she play in all 3 semifinal and final matches for the school, but she also played in and won the provincials with her club field hockey. Shania, with her pockets full of candy, I'm told, will be joining her new varsity field hockey team on a preseason tour of Holland before officially starting university in Guelph next fall. Andy Wang. Andy's fine intellect, curiosity, and many unique talents have impressed us throughout his career at SMUS. As well, he's been part of track and field, sailing, the pit orchestra for musicals, visual art projects, math and physics contests, and this year was head of Harvey House. The only male student on the inaugural service trip to Buenos Aires, Andy will be remembered for the many hours he spent atop a ladder painting the walls of the hall, and for managing to teach Mr. Bates how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the violin in less than 20 minutes. Next year, Andy heads off to McGill to study sciences. Kevin Welsford. A part of our community since grade 4, Kevin has brought his own spin to his education as a man of the great outdoors, a fine fisherman, and a natural leader in the world of outdoor ed. A seminal honey badger, Kevin had a rapier wit that could often be found cutting them up during improv performances or in the grade 12 corner of the library. Kevin will be attending Camosun College in the fall to begin his studies in business. Charlie White. Charlie arrived in grade 9 with a ready smile and a desire to explore the myriad offerings here. She's embraced many opportunities and served on a number of councils, including admissions, student, international prefect, and service. She discovered a passion in rowing and has been a valued member of the rowing team for the past 4 years. Charlie embarks on her next adventure to study life sciences at the University of Calgary in the fall. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, she is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Max Wijaya. Max joined us from Indonesia this year and immersed himself in a wide range of academic studies from physics and calculus to AP economics, ceramics, and sculpture. The challenge of 3 AP courses has kept him busy and focused, but being able to apply his skills to the business club's daily grind coffee shop has been a highlight for him. A member of the rowing team, he enjoyed being on the water and participating in regattas. Quiet and studious, Max has been a fine role model in the academic realm to the boys in his house. Next year, he plans to study at the University of Toronto. Sydney Witoski. Sydney's contributions to the SMUS service have been exemplary. She pushes herself in all aspects of the school. She's an honor roll student, a dedicated, passionate volleyball player with the loudest cheering squad in the gym. And of course, her musical talents and chapel performances have left audience members speechless, and she has done it all with a smile. Sydney will head to Acadia University in Nova Scotia to study nutrition this fall. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of confidence, creativity, and purposefulness, Sydney is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Ashley Wu. Ashley arrived from Taiwan in grade 8, ready to experience the fullness of life at SMUS, and that is exactly what she has done. She's been involved in numerous councils and served as head of International Council this year, providing leadership for many of the memorable events to celebrate our cultural diversity. In addition, she led the scorekeeping team and further put her leadership skills to the test in her capacity as stage manager for the school musical. She embarks on her next adventure in England, where she will enter the University of Manchester to study management in the fall. Danny Wu. This year, Danny has served on the Prefect Admissions and Service Councils, and in particular has been an outstanding role model to the boys in Bolton House. In addition, he is a consummate athlete whose passion lies in basketball. He notes that one of his greatest achievements here was sinking the game-winning shot in the Island Championship in grade 12, a comeback from being injured for the whole of the grade 11 season. He credits Mrs. Abreu with teaching him the importance of being current with his work and cherishes the wonderful friends he's made at SMU. He looks forward to embarking on his studies at UVic in the fall, landing in the Gustafson School of Business.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jake Humphries. These are my advisees. Anita Ann. Anita has been enjoying life at SMU since her arrival for grade 10. She cherishes the relationships she developed here with both students and faculty. She has learned how to be independent and now knows the importance of organization, both in academics and everyday life. She's keen to get to work at the University of Toronto next year. Scarlett Angriquan. There will be an empty space now at the window seat in the library where Scarlett was frequently found enjoying time with friends and doing schoolwork. Joining the senior school in grade 9, she's been a kind friend to many and always quick to lend a hand. She'll be studying next year in Ontario. Lawrence Berardelli. Lawrence joined the SMUS community in grade 7. He needs to join on the spot, Lawrence. During his time here, he has dabbled in many aspects of school community. He's deeply thankful for his involvement in the outdoor leadership program because it refined his outdoor skills and strengthened friendships. This year, he stepped onto the stage to charm us all as Sir Lancelot in Spamalot, Next year, he'll be getting laughs and hitting the books at McGill. Harpreet Vela. Harpreet is leaving SMUS with a sense that she made the most of her time here. She was particularly busy with service activities and is very proud of her Advisee of the Month status in her homeroom. Harpreet will study sciences next year at UVic. Marco Cafaro. Voted most likely to return as a house parent by his peers, Marco has been a force in Barnacle House in recent years, where his leadership and his giving personality will be missed. His experience at SMUS was enriched by his participation in outdoor leadership and a service trip to Argentina. He will be studying engineering at UVic in the fall. Richard Chan. Richard is a unique individual. He has managed to embed himself in almost every area of school life, and he always does so with a smile. He is compassionate and is always willing to lend a hand when needed. He is keen to experience new things and will continue to do so next year as he pursues a degree in physics at the University of Toronto. Brian Chen. Brian has been a fixture in Harvey House for the past 4 years and claims that his most valuable friendships have been with the boys in the house. This budding businessman was inspired by the SMUS Business Club. We look forward to seeing what the future holds as he enters SFU in the fall to study economics. Chris Chen. Chris has spent the last 4 years in Winslow House, where her long hours of studying have become the stuff of legend. Chris says that her most memorable experiences at SMU have been giving back to others through her service activities. She has challenged herself both academically and athletically while at the school and looks forward to new challenges that await her at the University of Toronto, where she plans to study arts and sciences. James Chen. James began attending SMUS in grade 9 as a boarder in Harvey House. During his time here, he has been involved with the basketball scorekeepers, the knitting club, and the business club. It is no surprise that this keen economist will be studying business math at Waterloo University in the fall. Michelle Chen. Michelle has made a positive impact on the school and in Timmis House in her 2 years here. She's always willing to step in to help, whether that is in boarding in her classes or with the Daily Grind team or with the International Council. Michelle will join the learning community at McGill next year to study in the sciences. Jerry Chen. New to camping when he arrived at SMU, Jerry became a skilled outdoor leader. His way of making people feel welcome and his interest in finding common ground are valuable assets. Jerry is heading to the University of Toronto next year to study mathematics. Catriona Gordon-Pogue. Rarely without a coffee in hand, Catriona channeled her inner diva to leave a legacy at SMU this year as the blonde, afro-wearing Lady of the Lake in Spamalot. With her poetic prowess, vocal strength, and stage presence, it is only fitting that she should go on to study theatre and English at Acadia. For her dedication and success in musical theatre, Catriona is the recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Sarah Graeme. From the day she entered Timmis House in grade 9, Sarah was ready to take on everything SMU had to offer. With vision and courage, Sarah looked for opportunities and challenges to improve school life, and she gladly took others along with her on her journey. In the fall, Sarah will take her passion for social issues and community service to the University of Victoria's Political Science program. For her commitment to service within our school, Sarah is being recognized as a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Angela Hu. Angela has had the rare opportunity to experience SMUS as both a boarder and a day student. During her time here, she has left her legacy through her wonderful artwork as well as her skillful ability to play the Chinese harp. She is off to Boston U in the fall to study communications. Jessica Jiang. Jessica could be described as the glue that kept her homeroom together. She always made sure the group was organized for any bake-off activity or fundraising event. Not one to brag, she was also the captain and key member of this year's senior volleyball team and a standout on the badminton court. Next year, she will study engineering at U of Vic. As a school athlete who demonstrates excellence in athletics, academics, and contributes to the life of the school, Jessica is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Zachary Khan. Zach is a well-rounded young man, a star athlete, top academic, great citizen, and an outdoor leader. His fondest memories at SMUS are those surrounding athletics, including rugby tours and rowing regattas, and a very memorable boot game against Oak Bay, where he was presented with the Hyde-Lay shoe following the first 15 victory. He leaves SMUS to pursue a degree in engineering at the University of Calgary. As a student athlete who demonstrates excellence in athletics, academics, and contributes to the life of the school, Zach is a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award. Katrina Kelly. Katrina always seems to be on the go somewhere. Throughout the school day, she moves about the campus in a whirlwind of activity. A talented actor and artist, she was involved in several musicals in her time at SMUS. Next year, she plans to take her creative talents to London, England, where she will begin her studies in art. Jenny Kim. At SMUS since grade 9, Jenny is someone who others turn to in times of need. Always trying to create a positive environment for those around her, Jenny's best memories involve the girls in the boarding house. An accomplished musician and passionate academic with a love for biology, she heads off to Cornell to study biological and medical sciences. Alicia Knight. Alicia is a lover of music, and she arrived to homeroom every day with her earphones in, dancing. Her passion for music led her to the school pit orchestra, where she played lead violin for school musicals. This talented academic claims that she owes her love of math to Mrs. Abreu and Mr. Geddes, and will pursue a degree in mathematics at the University of Waterloo in the fall. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of purposefulness, integrity, and justice, Alicia is the recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Aki Komuro. Aki spent her 4 years at SMUS as a member of the Timmins Tigers and divided her time between hours of studying, Young's, Starbucks, and the Hillside Mall equally. She will be missed in the house where she left her mark as an outstanding citizen and leader. She looks forward to studying the humanities next year at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario. Tommy Koziol. Tommy has been a quiet leader in Barnacle House for the past 2 years, where his kind nature has made him popular with students and house parents alike. He has enjoyed the outdoor programs offered at SMUS and has been particularly involved with organizing boarding-wide ski trips to Mount Washington. Next year, he will be moving to the interior to study management at UBC Okanagan and seek out some fresh powder. Emma Laprise. Emma has a close group of friends who have thoroughly enjoyed the time they have had at the school together. A kind person who has balanced academics and employment during high school, Emma has gained both academic and real-life experiences. While remaining open to possibilities for next year, Emma is looking forward to working and taking some time to see where she wants to focus her energies. Ellen Law. This talented young actor is perhaps best known by her peers through some of the roles she has played in SMU musicals. Despite her charismatic onstage presence, Ellen is very grounded and has been much involved in service initiatives at the senior school. She will be spending the coming years right here at U of X studying psychology and drama. Estelle Lee. A boarder since grade 8, Estelle has established great friendships and has many good memories. As a member of the Prefect Council, she has represented the interests of her house in a calm and quiet way. She'll be remembered at the school and in Winslow as an encouraging person with a positive outlook. Estelle is off to Northwestern University in Chicago. Leonard Liao-Briere. Since he joined us in grade 6, Leonard has dazzled us all with his outstanding violin compositions and creative artwork. His time here taught him how to think positively and to find pride and happiness in what he does. One of his fondest memories was his trip to Japan, where he connected with friends in new ways. With all of his artistic abilities, it is no wonder he's headed off in the fall to London, England, to begin a degree in architecture. Sun Min Oh. Sun Min's bubbly nature has been infectious since her arrival at SMU in grade 6. Throughout her time here, she has taken advantage of many opportunities. The one which stands out above all is the Argentina service trip. She will be taking all the lessons she has learned during her time here to the Richard Ivey School of Business at Western University in London, Ontario. For Sun Min's personal contribution and ongoing commitment to Centro Conviven, a community center supporting and assisting families in the most disadvantaged neighborhood in Buenos Aires, she is the recipient of the Gruss Salver Award. Yasmin Rutsari. Along with her lovely British accent and her powerful soccer kick, Yasmin has brought her global perspective to SMUS. She is an inclusive person who truly is a citizen of the world, creating the kind of environment around here where everyone feels they have a voice and can make a contribution. Next year, Yasmin is off to study mathematics with finance and management at King's College, University of London. Samuel Sun. Samuel has survived 4 years in boarding and attributes this success to the ongoing support of his Harvey House parents. During his time here, he has learned the importance of hard work to achieve goals. In the fall, he will head to York University to study computer science. Levi Supovitz. Levi returned from a summer in Italy with overwhelming hair and a newfound fondness for sockless shoes. Levi is a talented writer with a great appreciation for both the written and spoken word. This honey badger will be heading to New York in the fall to plant his bohemian roots and attend NYU. Brody Thorne. Brody leaves SMUS having taken full advantage of the multitude of programs and clubs offered on campus. His extracurricular schedule is filled up with rowing, and he notes that some of his most memorable experiences at SMUS have been on out trips, exploring the West Coast on the water and in the mountains. He leaves for Western University in the fall to study engineering. Andrew Williams. Whether in the library or on the water, Andrew is considered a loyal and determined individual who has been fully involved at SMUS over his 3 years in the school. Pursuing his passion for rowing, he has been a dedicated athlete who made the school proud, bringing home a gold medal from the Canadian National High School Regatta. This fall, Andrew heads off to Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. Alex Wu. A boarder since grade 8, Alex has never been one to shy away from adventure. Whether it is his role as an executive of the business club, stage manager for Spamalot, scorekeeper, or competition in track and field, he is a positive person who is valued for his dedication. He is off to King's College, University of London next year to study mathematics and management. Kevin Zhao. Quick to offer to cook the homeroom breakfast club, Kevin showed SMUS his culinary interest and experience. As an outdoor leader, he has great memories of his trips, especially the trip where they ate their entire food supply in one night. Kevin, a reliable and positive role model in his boarding house, is off to New York University next year, and that's that. Jay Zhang. Jay has been a boarder at SMUS since grade 8. Through her boarding experiences, she has learned the importance of collaboration and compromise. She has come into her own in her final year here and is proud of all she has accomplished. We wish her all the best at UBC next year.
These are my advisees. Paramis Arayapadaku. Paramis, otherwise known as V, comes from Thailand and joined the St. Michael's community in grade 11. Though he is quiet, once you get to know him, you realize that he's a bit of a joker and definitely a very sincere person. Paramis has represented the school on both the soccer and badminton team has represented the school on both the soccer and badminton teams. With his enthusiastic play, he helped the badminton team reach the provincials this year. He will be heading to Simon Fraser University next year to study business. William Kai. William joined the St. Michael's community 2 years ago, coming from China via the United Kingdom. He's a man of few words, but has worked hard both academically and on the soccer pitch. I expect that his eyes will be glued to the TV over the next few weeks, as his passion for soccer is boundless. It was difficult for him to decide whether to return to the UK to study soccer or to head straight to university. For the time being, he intends to study commerce at the University of Toronto in the fall. Nicola Shampoo. Nicola is a Victoria native who began her St. Michael's career in grade 9. She's a young woman with many talents and has been very busy while here, participating on Admissions Council, the Collegium Musicum, Service Council, and Link Leaders. This year, she earned Fine Arts Colors in music for her fine trumpet playing and attended police camp. Given all of her interests, she is finding it difficult to choose what to study next, and so will register for General Arts and Science at Camosun College in September. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of self-discipline, modesty, and determination, Nicola is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Doris Chen. Doris came to St. Michael's University School from Taiwan in grade 8. Though she sometimes preferred social pursuits to academic rigor, she says that she loves this place. She recently confided that she was really going to miss the school and would rather not leave. However, she has acknowledged that life must move forward, and she intends to go to the University of Toronto this fall to major in visual studies. Jacob Chen. Jacob came to St. Michael's University School from Vancouver in grade 11. An extremely outgoing and jovial person, his interesting observations of everyday situations means that every conversation with him is bound to be fun and thought-provoking. This year, he took up cricket in order to experience something completely out of his comfort zone. And next year, he will study psychology at Skidmore College in Saratoga Springs, New York. Dana Fitzgerald. Dana came to St. Michael's from Prince Rupert in grade 8. She has truly taken advantage of the many opportunities that being a student at St. Michael's University School provides. She was involved in service council and the grad committee. In athletics, she participated with the cross-country team and has been a solid rower for the last 2 years. An outstanding linguist, she won the Dogwood Scholarship this spring. Next year, she will study science at the University of Victoria. Jackie Hahn. Jackie came to St. Michael's University School in grade 6. Since then, he has not failed to impress with his academic success and his engagement in school life and beyond. Just this past school year, he participated in the Canadian Senior Mathematics Contest and played in the pit orchestra for the school musical. On the leadership front, he was the head of academic council, a member of prefect council, and the captain of the Reach for the Top team. We will miss his deep radio voice and weekly fun facts in assembly as he leaves us to study software engineering at the University of Waterloo next year. For his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of trustworthiness, kindness, and humility, Jackie is the recipient of a Headmaster's Award. Luke Jones. If you're wondering what the next big software craze will be, you might want to ask this guy. As an aspiring Google employee and app developer, Luke has immersed himself in the world of software and computers for many years. It is impossible to guess the path that technology will take, but it is certain that he will help to lead the way. Luke will be attending McGill University next year, where he will study, of course, software engineering. Abraham Kiragani. Abe has been a valued member of the St. Michael's community for the last 7 years. He's been an active member in both the Admissions and Service Council and was a proud member of the school's Reach for the Top team. From grade 6 to grade 12, if you were looking for Abe, you would most likely find him running up the soccer field or using his size to bowl through the opponents on the rugby pitch. Next year, he will challenge his business acumen at Gustafson School of Business at UVic. Jordan Lane. Jordan joined St. Michael's Community in grade 6. Along with maintaining excellent academic results, he was a member of Prefect Council and Service Council. Few people know that he's a closet entrepreneur and inventor who designs basketball shoes. Perhaps those helped him to have another strong year on the court with the senior basketball team. Jordan will study engineering at the University of Alberta this fall. As a student athlete who demonstrates excellence in athletics, academics, and contributes to the life of the school, Jordan is a recipient of a Carol Lobb Award. Hannah Lincoln. Hannah started her St. Michael's University School career in grade 4. This year, she was involved with Service Council and has earned the Fine Arts Colors for Visual Arts. Though quiet by nature, she has definitely found her voice and has made many friends who seek out her company. Hannah says that her best memories of her time at St. Michael's University School will include the grade 10 experiential program, winter out trips, and the helpful teachers and friends she has met along the way. Next year, she will start university transfer program at Camosun College. Angie Locke. Angie is a quiet, respectful young woman who joined the St. Michael's University School community in grade 9, coming from Hong Kong. Her final year has been very busy with a heavy course load and participation in the business club, grad committee, knitting club, and scorekeeping for the basketball and volleyball seasons. She has enjoyed her time in boarding, where she has made many international friends. September 2014 will find her studying business at UBC. Fintan O'Brien. I vividly remember the first time I heard Fintan sing in chapel just shortly after he arrived in grade 9. Even then, he had insight that was far beyond his years. Since then, he has enriched our world many times by sharing his musical gift. Besides offering his musical talents, Fintan was active on Arts Council, Pride Alliance, and Prefect Council. Some of Fintan's highlights of his time at school include Keep the Beat, the school musicals, earning Fine Arts Colors, and working with Miss Felicity Tallboy Gall. Next year, Fintan will enter the School of Life, where he will pursue a musical career as a singer, songwriter, and musician. Nacha Panvishin. This dynamic young woman is best known around campus for her outstanding academic credentials and her willingness to share her artistic wisdom with her peers. However, she has also been an active participant in Business Club, International Council, Link Leaders, Open Door to Art, the School Musical, Grad Fashion Show, Lead Committee, and St. Michael's University School Promotion and Design. Boarding and a ski trip to Mount Washington are memories she says she will cherish. This September, she's off to study Foundations of Art at St. Martin's School of the Arts in London, England. For her excellence in and achievement in visual arts, Nacha is recipient of Fine Arts Colors and the Nesta Bowen Horn Award. Matt Shin. Described by his peers as a gem, Matt has been a valued member of the St. Michael's University School community for the past 5 years. As the head of Bolton House, he has also been a leader and seen as a role model by his peers and the staff. He has been an asset to Admissions Council and the Business Club, and has also been a keen participant on the senior soccer and rugby teams. Matt plans to study international development at McGill University for starters, and then he's hoping to move on to his first wish, UC Berkeley. For his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of responsibility, loyalty, and diligence, Matt is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Danlin Sue. Danlin has participated in Business Club, International Council, and Knitting Club, and has also been a valued scorekeeper for senior school sports. She's been a positive member of Simon's House, and in the past 3 years, it has been rare to see her around campus without a smile on her face. Danlin will be attending the University of Waterloo, where she plans to study financial management and accounting. Ong Tanjin Tanakarn. Ong came to St. Michael's University School from Thailand in grade 10. During his time here, he has been involved in activities both in school and in boarding, but outdoor leadership and photography club were activities he found especially enjoyable. Ong is a fine photographer and an astute observer. He will have his photographic work featured on next year's agenda cover. Given his artistic eye, it is fitting that he has chosen to study architecture in Thailand next year. Daphne So. Daphne's determination and attention to detail has allowed her to consistently achieve a very high academic standard. She's been a model citizen both in her boarding house and around the school, taking part in a wide range of activities, clubs, and councils. Daphne will be attending New York University next year, where she plans to take global liberal studies and pursue a career in law. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of caring, patience, and cooperation, Daphne is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Jason Wang. If you had to describe Jason in 3 words, they would be business, business, and business. In the last 5 years at St. Michael's University School, Jason has been a proud member of the senior rugby and soccer teams and student council. He's been a leader in Harvey House and helped to create a positive environment for his fellow boarders as well as for school house staff. This year, he went on a service trip to Nicaragua, where he gained valuable life experience. Jason is off to the University of Toronto next year, where he will study commerce and no doubt enter the business world with style. William Way. Although William has only been at St. Michael's University School since grade 10, his friendly personality and strong social skills have allowed him to form many strong friendships with his peers and teachers. He has enjoyed the camaraderie of the boys in the house, especially when they got together for intramural sports. His interests in business and economics will serve him well as he heads off to study finance at the University of Toronto next year. Laura Woods. Over four years, this quiet girl from Alaska has distinguished herself as a leader within the school community. Laura's dedication to athletics was rewarded with qualification to the provincials in track. She has volunteered at Royal Jubilee Hospital, and as head of Simon's House this year, she has initiated many enjoyable, inclusive events. An accomplished writer, she has had her fiction recognized nationally. It was a joy for me to read her essays that she completed for university applications. She will be studying biology next year at Scripps College in California, where she has earned a full-ride scholarship. As a student athlete who demonstrates excellence in athletics, academics, and contributes to the life of the school, Laura is the recipient of a Carol Lobb Award. Lily Zhang. With a can-do attitude and a dazzling smile, Lily has taken up many activities at St. Michael's University School. She was a member of the grad committee, business club, and knitting club, and worked as a scorekeeper at many senior school sporting events. She worked hard behind the scenes as part of the stage crew for school musicals for the last 3 years, ensuring that everything went smoothly on stage. Lily has accepted to both the University of Toronto and UBC and is still trying to decide which school she will attend to study mathematics. Adrian Zhao. Adrian came from Shanghai, China to join St. Michael's University School community in grade 10. This year he joined the basketball team, playing center and demonstrating his considerable skills as a rebounder. As head of house for Harvey, he showed leadership, reliability, and a talent for ordering basketball shoes online. As he has more than one passionate connection to Vancouver, he is delighted to be attending UBC next year, where he will study business. Christy Zhu. Christy has been a valued member of St. Michael's University School community for the past 4 years. In her time here, she has given countless hours to officiating and scorekeeping for volleyball and basketball, which led her to take on the co-head of scoring role at the senior level. Her drive and strong work ethic allowed her to take 8 rigorous AP courses in the arts and sciences this year alone. Next year, Christy will pursue her interest in architecture through the engineering program at the University of Waterloo.
Good morning. It still is morning, I believe. My name is Greg Marchand, and I have the distinct honor of presenting this next group of exceptional graduates, beginning with Michael Bart. Michael arrived at SMUS in grade 9 and made an immediate impression as an exceptional soccer player. While approaching his studies with perseverance and a great sense of humor, he has also found time to participate in basketball and rugby. He thoroughly enjoyed his work with the Athletic Council this year, and we enjoyed his often creatively delivered weekly updates in assembly. He will be taking those delivery skills and his soccer skills to UVic in the fall. David Baroto. David hails from Edmonton, Alberta, and joined our SMUS community in grade 10. As head boy, David exemplifies what it means to be a leader, engaging in all aspects of SMUS life while here at the school. If David wasn't on the basketball court, rugby, or soccer field, he might be found at a service council chapel or prefect meeting, or perhaps tending to his duties in boarding. He was involved in organizing this year's Black History Month and often helped with his presentations in chapel. David manages to keep an exceptional average amidst his involvement in every area of school life. Next year, he plans to study engineering science at the University of Toronto. For his excellence in character, athletics, fine arts, scholarship, and leadership, David is this year's recipient of the Kerr Cup. Gareth Croft. Gareth left the northern regions of BC, coming from Prince Rupert to SMUS in grade 10. In his 3 years at the school, Gareth involved himself in many aspects of student life, including cross-country running, rowing, and the Service Council. A particular highlight for Gareth was his involvement in the service trip to Nicaragua during his grade 12 year. Next year, he heads to Antigonish, Nova Scotia, and St. Francis Xavier University. Jill Ding. A formidable chess champion, nimble-footed badminton player, and co-head of the Academic Council, Jill is fierce, fast, and scholarly. Possessing a go-with-the-flow philosophy, this kind-hearted yet spirited young woman believes that life will unfold as it should. We genuinely look forward to seeing how Jill's life unfolds, starting at Western University next year. Janelle Gobet. Janelle, a member of SMUS since grade 10, is known for her exceptional work ethic and her infectious smile. A voracious reader, rarely was she seen without a novel in hand. Her academic success is outstanding and even more impressive due to her commitment to the squash team. She will be heading to Dartmouth College next year to study chemistry and math and, of course, as a member of the varsity squash team. Valentina Hetherington. Valentina has made tremendous progress this year, both managing to achieve laudable results in all of her classes and enlivening the hallway outside our university counseling office, a hallway that really became her office. We hope her successes this year continue for her next year as she heads over Mount Tommy to UVic. Francis Sue. Francis is an all-round great guy who has rounded out his grade 12 year working on the yearbook, serving on the International Council and in the business club. A little known fact about Francis is that he loves drawing cartoons and appreciates the aesthetics of artfully done graffiti. He also has a love of sport and thoroughly enjoyed the camaraderie of the senior boys soccer B team. Next year, he will be attending the University of Ottawa, where he will be pursuing a degree in civil engineering. Lance Hugh. Lance came to SMUS in grade 10 as a boarding student and in his own words, had a fun time. His service trip to Cambodia and Thailand being one of the highlights. He had a very relaxed approach to school life and quietly dabbled in several activities before finding a niche with the business club this year, which seems appropriate as he will be studying commerce at UBC next year. Dorothy Igbinosa. Originally from London, England, Dorothy came to SMUS last year in grade 11. Being at the school has been a transformative experience for her, and her academic progress this year has been phenomenal. She says that thanks to Mrs. Abreu, she has learned that hard work really does pay off. Dorothy will be going to King's College at the University of London next year to study biochemistry before going on to medical school. Inwoo Jung. Intellectual, pragmatic, and logical, Inwoo has often been described by his friends as the Sheldon Cooper of SMUS. He has been a member of the developmental squash team as well as the academic council, and next year he will be pursuing a degree in neuroscience, studying brain engineering at KAIST, the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. Andrew Kang. Originally from Seoul, South Korea, Andrew entered SMUS in grade 9. He has enjoyed bickering in academic council and editing the Ivy with his team of quirky writers. He will be remembered for his amazingly delivered piano playing in chapel, his wryly delivered fun facts at assembly, and for his gentlemanly delivered brilliance. He is going to the California Institute of Technology next year to study electrical engineering. For his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of caring, humility, and friendliness, Andrew is a recipient of a Headmaster's Award. Liam Keeler-Young. Liam's quiet nature belies a sense of fun and adventure. Described as good value by his many friends, he is a young man of integrity and kindness. The owner of his own small business that started in business club and a Duke of Edinburgh Gold Award winner. Next year, Liam will take his passion for basketball and squash to St. Francis Xavier, where he will study general science with an eye toward medicine. Zach Klein. Since starting at SMUS in grade 10, Zach has been involved in many aspects of the school. He is an exemplary student ambassador, a dedicated volunteer, and a thoughtful humanitarian who single-handedly spearheaded a program to raise shoes and clothing for Afghan refugees. Zach is off to St. Francis Xavier in Nova Scotia, where he will participate in their rowing program and study political science and history. Michael Lee. Michael came to SMUS in grade 8 from Shenzhen, China. He has been on the badminton team since grade 9 and has also been part of the School Musical, International Council, and Business Club. True to his studious nature, he says AP exams were the highlight of his year. He will be studying business at Simon Fraser University next year. Sophia Liang. Sophia has made her mark here at SMUS as a member of the Service Council and as a link leader, as well as a clarinet player in the orchestra and a fierce competitor on the senior badminton team. A self-described dreamer, Sophia admits that she is both excited and nervous about the future. In September, she will be attending Western University, where she will enter the Faculty of Media, Information, and Technoculture. Bob Lin. Bob came to SMUS in grade 11 from Fuzhou, China. An avid photographer, his photo of Mr. Hyde-Lay's shoe at the boot game this year has gone viral. The highlight of Bob's time here have been great homestays and getting to know new friends, especially in boarding. Bob will be studying engineer next year at UVic. Jennifer Lin. Jennifer Lin came from China to join the SMUS community in grade 10. Known for her great fashion sense, Jennifer has had a good time keeping her school dress code cognizant teachers on their toes as they observed various foot attire come and go. Rumor has it that a new pair of shoes arrived every 2 weeks in Mrs. Sapantis' office. A hard-working student, Jennifer pulled off exceptional grades while still finding time to participate in the business and international clubs and assist with scorekeeping. Next year, she will be at the Sauder School of Business at UBC. Kevin Lowe. Kevin arrived from Hong Kong in grade 11 as a boarding student, becoming involved in Amnesty International and the Business Club, and participating as a link leader. He served on the SMUS Prefect Council and also assisted with peers. He says that he will most fondly remember his time spent on the SMUS tennis team and the weekend snowboarding trips to Mount Washington. Next year, he plans to study accounting and finance at Waterloo. Wilfred Lowe. Having arrived in grade 11, Wilfred quickly settled into boarding and school life, becoming a stalwart member of the International Council, the Yearbook, the Business Club, and the Senior Boys Soccer B team. Although he leaves us to pursue his studies of management engineering at the University of Waterloo, we are confident Wilfred will continue to make enduring friendships with his easygoing, genuine, and kind-hearted disposition. Michaela Neal. Michaela arrived at SMUS in grade 6 and values the friendships she has formed over the years. She has developed as an individual through her participation in sports, most notably volleyball and outdoor leadership, and her commitment to the Athletic Council and Grad Committee. Michaela will be moving on to Queen's University to study business. Tin King Ing. Tin King came to SMUS as a barnacle boarder in grade 9. During his time here, he has played badminton and has been involved with scorekeepers. However, his focus is on the visual arts, and his stunning portfolio reveals a highly talented artist. He will be taking that passion to the Emily Carr University of Art and Design next year. Danny Park. Danny was determined to make an impact at SMUS when he arrived in grade 10 from London, Ontario, and he most certainly has accomplished that goal. In 3 years, he had 3 roles in the musicals, Nicely Nicely Johnson, Archibald Craven, and Sir Galahad. Known for his perfect pitch and as a superb concertmaster, he has been a major part of the music program and Mrs. Skinner's go-to man whenever she needed some musical accompaniment. He'll be challenging himself once again as he heads to the University of Pennsylvania to study at the Wharton School of Business. For his positive impact on our community and someone who we would certainly want to live next door to us, Danny is a recipient of the Nation Bowl. In addition, for his excellence in music on a variety of stages, Danny is also the recipient of the Blanco Cup. Jennifer Park. Jennifer is a young woman who is always on the go. A member of the Academic Council, Book Club, the Ivy, Pride Alliance, the cast of the school musical, and the chapel team, she is generous with both her time and her energy. A mathematician extraordinaire, integrity, and commitment, Jennifer is a recipient of a Headmaster's Award. Tessa Peel. Having arrived in grade 11, Tessa quickly settled in and became an active member of the school's arts program through the Arts Council and as a lead dancer in this year's school musical, Spamalot. She has organized lunchtime acoustic concerts as well as music nights for the boarding community. She'll be taking her creativity, especially her dancing prowess, to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York next year. Jane Peary. A self-described outdoorsy person, Jane's love of the outdoors became cemented when she had the opportunity to experience Camp Thunderbird at the age of 8. She has since returned every year, and this year will hold the position of camp counselor. During her time here at the senior school, Jane has been a member of the service council and the tennis team and is looking forward to studying environmental engineer next year at the University of Guelph. Georgia Quinlan. Originally from Africa, Georgia came to SMUS in grade 5. She has enjoyed being part of the SMUS community and values the connections she has made here. With her passion for horse riding, it is no wonder that she will be attending the University of Edinburgh for veterinary studies in the fall. Christina Robillard. Chrissy came to SMUS in grade 6, and she has made a valuable contribution to all facets of the school community. In the music program, as a member of both the cross-country and track and field teams in which she qualified for the provincials, and in the rather large portfolio of yearbook editor, which she added to her busy grade 12 schedule. Known for her exceptional work ethic, obviously, she has decided to study science and psychology at McGill in the fall. Zane San. Zane is truly a remarkable young woman who has achieved exemplary academic results while overcoming illness and injury. An accomplished cellist, she was also a link leader, head editor of the Ivy newspaper, competitive public speaker, and a member of the prefect council. Somehow, Zane managed to do it all, and then, not surprisingly, managed to gain acceptance to Harvard, where she'll join the class of 2018 in September. For her commitment to social and moral responsibility and her kindness, Zane is a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Cecilia Shang. Cecilia is from Victoria and joined the SMUS community in grade 6 and has involved herself in the school musicals, outdoor leadership, and in her grade 12 year was a school prefect. Her dancing skills were evident in Spamalot, where she donned a green wig and burned up the dance floor as a Laker girl. Most recently, Cecilia has gained notoriety as a prize-winning poet, and we trust that she will continue to hone her skills as a creative writer in the future. Next year, Cece is heading to Princeton, where we are certain she will continue to excel in all her academic and creative pursuits. As someone whom we would most certainly want as our next-door neighbor for her kindness and commitment to community, Cecilia is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl. Saeed Shakoya. Saeed left the foothills of Alberta to join the SMUS community in grade 10 and soon became known as one of the fastest men in BC via his sprinting successes at the provincial track and field competition. He involved himself in all that SMUS had to offer, participating in Black History Month, Free the Children, basketball, rugby, soccer, and, of course, track and field. He served on the Admissions Council and was also part of the Prefect Council as a boarding prefect. Next year, Saeed will return to Alberta and attend the University of Alberta in Edmonton. Noelle Skillings. Noelle left the depths of Oak Bay to join our SMUS community in grade 10 and soon became known for her skills on the squash court. Bubbly, energetic, and always ready with a smile, Noelle was co-head of Outdoor Council this year and a member of the Prefect Council. While she heads off to pursue higher learning at UVic next year, she continues to hang on to her dream of one day becoming a smoke jumper. We trust that her parachute will always open no matter what path of life she jumps into. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of courtesy, trustworthiness, and friendliness, Noelle is a recipient of a Headmaster's Award. Olivia Sorley. Olivia came to SMUS in grade 6 after living in Singapore and Texas. She has played on the tennis team for the past 4 years. Our school has been blessed by her passion for film, as she has devoted many hours to promos, filming the musicals, and recording events for both the yearbook and the school website. Her films have even won awards, and it is not a surprise that this digital whiz will be going to UBC to major in film production. For her countless hours spent in service to the school, Olivia is the recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Serena Su. Serena came to SMUS in grade 10, leaving behind her hometown of Beijing, China. While at SMUS, she became involved in the Business Club, International Council, and volunteered her time with peers. As head of Winslow House, she served on the SMUS Prefect Council, providing quiet but steady mentorship to younger students. Next year, she will be heading to Boston and Northeastern University, studying media and communications. Tammy Tan. Tammy came to SMUS as a Winslow boarder in grade 9. She has played badminton, was a member of the stage crew, involved herself in the knitting club, and was a stalwart member of the scorekeeping crew and the International Council. Tammy will be studying at Rotman Commerce next year in the University of Toronto. Sarah Taylor. Sarah has been a model student since arriving in grade 7. She has excelled in academics, been involved in outdoor leadership, arts council, soccer refereeing, and the chapel team. She was also a link leader this year and a principal organizer for Harry Potter Week. She'll be off to Queen's University and the Faculty of Engineering next year. For her excellent contribution to the school and her virtues of responsibility, loyalty, and compassion, Sarah is a recipient of a Headmaster's Award. Christine Wang. Christine came to SMUS as a Winslow boarder in grade 9. She played the flute in concert band, participated in developmental squash, field hockey, and sailing, and involved herself in business club and scorekeeping. She also ran the leadership portfolio for her boarding house, which helped to sponsor a high school girl in Malawi this year. Christine takes her many skills to UCLA next year. Christopher Weddick. Chris joined SMUS in grade 11 and was truly an international addition to the school, having lived in various parts of the world prior to coming to Victoria. He soon immersed himself at the school, participating on the Arts Council, the Photography Club, the cricket and golf teams, and the school musical. His love of art and photography and golf is evident, and he will be somehow combining all of those talents together while studying economics at UVic next year. Stephanie Wong Harrison. Stephanie's positive attitude and bright smile have graced the halls of SMUS since she came in grade 6. She is athletic, artistic, and academic, and humble about all three areas of success. This year, Stephanie produced a very amusing series of paintings for her AP art portfolio based on fruits which were involved in crimes. This multi-talent will be attending USC's Marshall School of Business in the fall. Tiffany Yang. Tiffany came to SMUS in grade 9 from Beijing. She is known for her exceptional work ethic, integrity, and humble manner. She is the queen of questions and spent many hours in my office asking them. Armed with all those answers and her always positive demeanor, she heads to UBC next year, where she'll be studying science and eventually medicine. Eric Yu. Eric is a reliable, thoughtful leader who, in his senior years as a boarder, has mentored the younger members of the house and helped them adjust to the unique rhythm of boarding life. In his role as big brother, he has also assisted as a tutor within the house, as well as serving as a senior member of the business club. Using the skills he learned volunteering as a pharmacist, Eric heads to Waterloo next year to begin his studies in their pharmacy program. I'd like to now call on Mrs. Karen Dix to come up and present some the records of achievement and graduation certificates to many of her former students, the lifers. And I'd also like to call on Ms. Denise Lamarche, the academic director of the school, to present the students.
Good morning. It's my distinct honor to recognize our lifers today. They're very special because they've been at the school here since they were either in kindergarten or grade 1. Haley Burns. Haley is a proud lifer. Her musical contributions to our school started early. Her passionate involvement in the strings ensemble began in grade 4 and endured throughout her SMU career. An amazingly warm friend to all, she will find her new place at UVic in the fall, where she intends to study sciences. Adam Chan. Adam's warm smile and quick wit are ever present on the SMU campus, serving him well as an amazing outdoor leader and a driving force behind the Honey Badgers improv troupe. Adam more recently was an excellent link leader. He will be attending UVic in the fall, leaving behind him a trail of laughs. For his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of creativity, loyalty, and enthusiasm, Adam is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Jeremy Chan. Jeremy had a fulfilling 4 years at the senior school, culminating in a senior year as a prefect and head of service council. His involvement in extracurricular activities is extensive, but he says his most memorable experiences are the basketball program and participating in the school out trips. He will be studying commerce in the fall at UBC. For his commitment to service within our school, Jeremy is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Samantha Colby. Samantha attributes SMU for shaping her into the person she is today. As a triple threat athlete, volleyball, basketball, and soccer, she has celebrated the wins, learned from the losses, and grown from the team support. She will be attending Acadia in the fall to pursue a degree in political science. Nick Cunningham. Nick has always had a passion for fine arts. In his time at SMU, he has been a member of the senior school orchestra and made people laugh as a member of the Honey Badgers improv troupe. He is a budding young jazz musician who has entertained people at local jazz clubs on his saxophone. Nick has been accepted to the Emily Carr School of Art, where he will pursue his artistic passions in graphic design. Jenna Dillon. Jenna has been a member of the SMU community since grade 1, an outstanding athlete in soccer, basketball, and field hockey, as well as involvement with both the athletic and service councils, outdoor leadership, and link leader. Jenna is a well-rounded student who is humble about her accomplishments. Jenna will be continuing her studies at UVic in sciences next year and will be playing field hockey as a member of the varsity team. Emma Donald. Emma cherishes the relationships she has made throughout her 13 years at SMU. She has enriched her experience at the school and expanded her circle of friends through her involvement in sport, outdoor leadership, musicals, and many clubs and councils. Next year, she will continue to expand her circle of friends as she heads to Acadia to study psychology. For her commitment to service within our school, Emma is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Bryce Fenton. Bryce is one of our lifers who developed a reputation for the SMU go-to guy. If there is a job that needs to be doing around the school, Bryce is your man. Rumors abound that he will one day replace Doug Park, given that he knows exactly how to organize any event at the school. He participated in the grade 12 outdoor leadership program and played on both the golf and soccer teams. Next year, Bryce plans to study engineering at Camosun. For his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of helpfulness, reliability, and service, Bryce is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Isabella Gudgeon. Izzy is one of the exceptional few, a plate spinner with a myriad and multitude of activities, always on the go. She is a lifer who has truly lived her life according to the pillars of the school. A stellar athlete, a brilliant artist, she has taken great initiative within her own leadership at the school, from youth addressing local poverty work, to Break the Cycle, to being head of Free the Children. She will be attending Queen's University's Batter International School Centre in England in the fall, and as a result of her service work, she is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award. Jack Janis. Jack is an accomplished academic who has achieved success across the board. A generous and thoughtful person, he has surprised his homeroom peers with his enthusiasm for baking and board games. Jack has participated in an eclectic array of activities throughout his career at SMU, ranging from math contests to success on the squash court, artistic creation in ceramics, as well as being an active member of the Honey Badgers improvisation troupe. Jack is happily making his way to the University of Waterloo to study engineering next year. Vivian Lamb. Vivian has enjoyed the positive and compassionate SMU community since her time in the junior school. Her spectacular abilities on the piano have brightened chapel on numerous occasions, as does her positive nature in the classroom. Some of her fondest memories at SMU involve the teamwork and camaraderie she enjoyed through her involvement in the athletic program. Vivian is very excited to start the next chapter of her journey at UBC, studying business. Simran Langlois. Simran has already dealt with many of the challenges that her peers are looking forward to in the coming year. She spent her entire grade 10 year away from home, studying in Japan in Japanese. When she returned the following year, it was with a new appreciation for independence, hard work, and global cultures. A gifted artist, she is fascinated by language and history, and so it is fitting that she is heading off to UVic this fall to study them. Michael Rossi. Michael is a proud SMU lifer. His recognition of outstanding contribution in communication skills in grade 8 was prophetic as he grew into an MC extraordinaire in his senior years. The grad fashion show, acoustic concerts, and of course, SMU's Got Talent. Thanks to Michael, SMU's Got Talent will never be the same, nor will the gym audio equipment. He has been a Renaissance man, an academic consistently on the honor roll, an athlete setting the squash courts ablaze, and a performer hamming it up in assemblies, in musical, and with his fellow Badgers. He will be attending Western University in the fall for his excellent contribution to the school and his virtues of enthusiasm, confidence, and creativity. Michael is a recipient of the Headmaster's Award. Claire Williams. Throughout her time at the school, Claire has exemplified the qualities of care and compassion that we hope all SMU students aspire to. Claire has been involved in many aspects of public performance, from her participation in the school musicals, recitations, and even as one of the Honey Badgers. She has demonstrated her athletic prowess on the basketball court and her writing skills through her publications in the Ivy, and has also served on the Arts Council and the school chapel team. Next year, she heads to Saskatoon to study agriculture at the University of Saskatchewan. Jacob Wilson Potter. Known for his humor and easygoing nature, Jacob perhaps had Frank Sinatra's My Way playing in his head as he went about his studies. He pursued his passions, participating in the outdoor education program and varsity rugby. He decided to return to the stage this year and gave an outstanding, slightly off-kilter performance as Sir Robin in Spamalot. His love of the outdoors and the thrill of adventure have led him to seek his personal grail, his own way, during his upcoming gap year. Please join me once again in congratulating our lifers of the class of 2014.
It now gives me great pleasure to turn the microphone over to two students who you have been introduced to this morning, highlighting both their commitment to our school and their selfless dedication to their peers and everyone in our community. Along with these wonderful characteristics, I also refer to them as the one who has occasionally made fun of my hair and one who paid $15 in an auction to rip off my hair. Unlike the hair on my head, the hair on my legs has grown back nicely. With this said, and that indelible image in your mind, there is little surprise that when it came to representing the 2014 graduating class, these two outstanding people were wholeheartedly supported by their peers. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 valedictorians, Lydia, Kenzie, and Adam Chan.
Good morning, Mr. Snowden,
members of the board,
faculty,
family,
friends,
students, class of 2014.
Also, a special acknowledgement of our 4 retiring members of staff who are leaving SMU with us.
who are probably just as eager to leave as we are.
I'm Lydia,
I'm Adam.
and it is an honor to stand here before you today and address you all.
Thanks for being here and putting up with us.
Adam is going to kick things off for us. Please, Adam.
Well now, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Not the valedictorian speech, but the end of this ceremony. So I'll try to make things quick. First, I'd like to thank the teachers. Without you and without your steadfast support, we never would have made it this far. I'd like to thank the administrators for somehow keeping us organized. I'd like to thank the groundskeepers for keeping our school as clean and as beautiful as it is. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the staff at Tim Hortons for always being there at 10:40 on Wednesdays and Fridays. Class, remember when we were stressing and sifting through a dozen university web pages? Teachers, do you remember consoling and supporting those students? Parents, do you remember giving birth to legends? Because you did. Every acceptance and award you received, class, you earned. You worked your hand to the bone, and you should feel proud of that. Teachers, we couldn't have done it without you. Your guidance was invaluable. Parents, we appreciate you more than we ever like to admit. To you, my sweet, sweet grade 11s, I know you think you can top what we've done this year. But as mentioned before, we took home the Hyde-Lay boot. We zealously devoted a week to Harry Potter. We led the charge, not me, I wasn't a part of it. We led the charge on the school musical, one of the best in years, and thoroughly oiled up for the fashion show, which, if you may have guessed, was also one of the best in years. To call our class unique would be a monumental understatement. That would be like saying the swimming pool at St. Michael's is just a little bit late. Or like saying the chairs in the science building are just a little bit cramped. All of those statements are underwhelming and do not give us justice. I'd hate to lie and bombard you with a bunch of untrue cliches like, I'm so glad we all grew up friends, or we were such a unified community. So what I'm going to say is the truth, or as far as I can understand it. We were all very different people, but that in no way was a bad thing. I'm pleased to say that mindless conformity never existed in our grad class. Everyone was who they were, unashamed, unafraid, and supported by close friends. I wouldn't be surprised if half of the faculty said, well, thank God they're gone, and the other half said, well, I'm going to miss them. I wouldn't be surprised if they were talking about completely different portions of the grade. Everyone had their own group of friends, as these things usually turn out. But there were no hard feelings. On the contrary, I think we're rather proud of it. There were times this year when the stress of it all just made you want to do something crazy like punch a wall that then requires emergency surgery. But when those moments came, they were soothed by the laughter you'd hear coming from the grad corner, soothed by Mr. Cordell's voice at the Christmas assembly, soothed by the ridiculously awesome dance videos from Michael and Michael, and were soothed by the fun facts you'd hear every Monday. You can lie to others, but you can't lie to yourself. Some of those you found pretty interesting. As the end of the year rolled around, I'm glad we still followed the rules. Namely, no food in the library, signing out if you're a boarder, signing out if you're a day student, perfect uniform, and perfect attendance. Not once did I ever hear someone say, yeah, I can afford to skip that class. The grad class of 2014 was something different. I think we were fiercely passionate, strong-willed, ambitious, and did only exactly what we wanted to do. We didn't need to be brought down the smooth driveway in a stretch limo to have the best school year ever. No, we created it ourselves. Rock on, class of 2014. You're all going to do great things. Guaranteed. They're all yours, Lydia.
Thank you, Adam. Allow me to speak to one particularly memorable day spent with all of you. Valentine's Day 2014. Tradition has been that on Valentine's Day every year, grade 12s go see a movie in the afternoon. This year, however, instead of going to the cinema, we chose to go ice skating. Perhaps it was an effort to burn off all the chocolate and cinnamon hearts we'd eat that day. Among our many good qualities, we are also health conscious. With 145 students, there were just enough skates to go around. Unfortunately, when I got to the kiosk, they were out of girls' figure skates in my size. So I was encouraged to try boys' hockey skates. Little did I know what a challenge skating in unfamiliar footwear would be. Once we finally tied our skates, we headed out to the rink. I watched the rest of you on the ice. Friends, hand in hand, gliding round the rink. Guys playing hockey at the far end, others chatting by the boards. I picked out Wilfred from Malaysia on skates for his very first time, stumbling along with friends. I pushed off the boards to go for a glide, and that's when I realized I had no idea what I was doing. I couldn't figure out how to pick up speed. And I did my best penguin impression and thought I was getting somewhere when I found out Wilfred was lapping me. Lapping! His first time on the ice, he was doing better than me. What was more, I kept hearing the whoosh, whoosh of Jen Park speed skating around the rink. I knew we were an accomplished class with many hidden talents, but little did I know we even have speed skaters in our midst. Inspired by Jen, I went for it. I pumped my legs and at last had the hang of skating. The day ended in the sweetest way possible when Isabella and Sun Min handed out candy bags. Conveniently, the Grad 2014 skating trip has provided me with a metaphor for the St. Michael's University School experience as a whole. At the rink that day, we adjusted differently to the ice, and just like when entering senior school, not all of us found our feet equally quickly. Being a student is a balancing act in which we juggle academics, extracurriculars, friends, and evening prep, a task that rivals balancing on millimeter-thin blades of steel. Thankfully, we have not been alone in our quest to master the metaphorical ice rink that is SMUS. We have had loyal fans and stellar coaches. Our families provided metaphorical thermoses of hot chocolate and warmed our metaphorical mitts in the dryer before driving us to the Richmond campus. After a bad game of academic hockey, they'd assure us that the provincial exams were clearly rigged and next time we were sure to win. Our teachers could always be found at our metaphorical arena, bright and early, ready for us at 8:10 every day. They were the ones who spelled out new game plans, gave us 2-minute penalties when we misbehaved, and encouraged us to keep skating when our parents or families weren't around. Our school has been a rink where we have been able to grow into individuals, scholars, athletes, musicians, comedians, loyal friends, explorers, and learners. Gliding, playing, shuffling, falling, speeding round and round SMUS with all of you has been a pleasure. This has been our practice time, surrounded by family, teachers, friends. Today, We will untie our skates, hang our toques or grad caps at the door. We will walk out into the daylight of a new arena, the big, round world. I look forward to seeing what shoes we will fill, what skills we will acquire, and who we will support along the way. Good luck in the big leagues. Thank you.
I hope everyone has a good Father's Day.
I hope everyone had a great 4 years.
And that the next 40 are even better.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lydia and Adam, for that quadruple sow-cow. You'll figure it out later. As we approach the conclusion of our ceremony, we would like to welcome the grads and their families to light refreshments in the double gym at the school immediately following the ceremony. I'd also like to remind all of the major award winners to please rejoin us at the stage for pictures, and parents are certainly welcome to stay with their grads behind in the theater after the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the first verse of the school song, followed by Reverend Kevin Fletcher with the final blessing. Open your music. Open your music.
We've already been told that there are many paths up the mountain, but only one view of the peak, from the peak. And sometimes there are alligators. I'm not going to ask you to wave, but in this final minute before we leave, I'm going to encourage you to savor this mountaintop view, because you have worked so hard to get here. And don't kid yourself that I'm only talking about you, because everybody in this room has had an assisting role in their ascent. This always has been a community project, one attached to our highest ideals and our deepest hopes. So as an expression of our gratitude for finding ourselves here, standing at the summit, let us pause for a moment of prayer. Let us pray. Gracious God, we offer our thanks not only that we have reached this place, but for the way the journey has shaped us. We're not pretending that we've been perfect travelers, and yet we have caught glimpses of our promise. The idea that who we choose to be matters, that how we live in this world matters. Regardless of where our future paths as individuals might take us, may our journey be guided always by the values to which we aspire. So we pray, Amen. And now on to other mountains. One last round of applause. Let's turn Vivat!